Morning, everyone. It's about 9:30. He's already called the concrete guy and said he's running already behind. So he thinks maybe about 11. So hopefully we'll get a call here in the next hour. And he's on his way. And it's all hands on deck. We got all our tools up there. I got electric running up there. Everything's done and ready for concrete to go into those ICF forms. And I'm going to bring the camera up there, set it up, put it on, and we'll go to work and see what kind of video we get. So hopefully, cross your fingers that he calls in the next hour or so and we start the pour. And it's not too late in the day. So it's supposed to be 80 degrees today, and it will get hot after 1 or so in the afternoon. So hopefully we can get it all in a couple hours and be done with it. So just anxious to get this part over with so we can let that dry for a week and we'll start building with wood. Yay.
Doing some chores on my way to the other side of the property to water our aspen trees. Unfortunately, we don't have any sprinkler system, so I cart 5 gallons of water here every other day to wash them, or water them, I should say. And I took my brush hog, which is a giant lawnmower that I have, and cut myself path. I don't know if you can see it. The sun's coming in this window. Right there, through the grass. And that leads me across the property. There's the barn and the house build way over there. All right, you two. No, you stay. Stay. Good boys. They like to ride over with me. Poncho and Lefty gets them out of the house. They take a ride, so we're gonna water these right now. Yeah, one of the first days we got here, Shannon saw 3 aspen trees for $99. So we said, why don't we give it a shot? So we got 3 aspen trees, 2 over on this side, and they'll eventually shoot suckers up through the ground. And we'll get a bunch more if everything goes correctly. So 2.5 gallons per tree. There's one, and there's the other right there. So I'll go ahead and water those. All right. Takes a couple minutes. I pour it slow so it gets into the ground. Just doesn't run out all over the place, but they seem to be doing well. We've had a lot of wind and storms and stuff, and I got them all staked. So this is our other side of the property. This is our neighbors on the north side. They got 1 horse. That's looking down the valley like you see. And then over there, you'll see the house and the RV. There's the RV and barn, and you just see a little of the foundation wall sticking up over the hay. This is all hay, and it's growing like crazy. Probably almost up to my waist right now, but I got like a little brush cutter. It's like a 36-inch wide swath, and it'll cut up these trees. If I wanted to cut those down, it would go over bushes, and they call it a goat, and or a billy goat or something, but it's this super impressive lawnmower that I got from the store secondhand. So what I do is cut myself a swath in the grass here, and then there's a road I cut, and I've been using it for a year and a half now, so it's kind of like a dirt road with grass in the middle, and it goes all the way back to the RV in the garage and barn there. So that covers that. This bucket back. Walk over here. We got a FedEx UPS box because there is no postal service here. We're too rural, so we pick up our mail at the post office. So if you order Amazon and it comes UPS and FedEx, they won't deliver it to a post office. So you got to have your numbers and stuff. And we're 103 Ann Road. This is Ann Road, but we don't use it as our driveway. And I explained that in an earlier video. So what we did, put a number up here, and then a FedEx UPS drop box. And I just built that. That's empty, so there's no Amazon here. Alright guys, just talked to the concrete guy. Should be here within about 40 minutes. And later than we thought. We had it originally scheduled at 9:30. He called, pushed us back to 11, and then got a call about 12:30. And right now it's probably a little after 1. And he should be here, but luckily we don't have a huge thing to pour, so it should go a couple hours and be done. He's gonna split it into 2 trucks. So keep your fingers crossed. We're gonna pour concrete. See ya. but I told you, all hands on deck. That was crazy. That was about a half hour of just non-stop wrestling a bull, trying to hold that thing, and while it wanted to pour concrete down, and he was moving it with his truck, and if you weren't keeping track, it just about ripped your arms right off. And then thanks to Mike Flannery for his awesome help at smoothing out the concrete that we've poured so far. So that was 9 yards. They can fit 10 in a truck, but thanks to them, the concrete yard, they divided it a little bit less in the first truck, and then we got 4.5 more coming. That way we don't get a double trip charge, he said. So great to them for doing that. They wouldn't, if they didn't say nothing, we wouldn't have known, and they would have just charged us probably who knows how much more for that extra trip. But because there were considered two big loads, they don't charge us that extra fee. So that's going to be great. And he's going to be back probably in about 40 minutes with the other load. That's life in the small valley. Their other concrete truck is broke down. So this guy told me usually they have another guy come within about 10 minutes, or he radios for the other guy to get on his way, and it doesn't take that long. So the concrete was pretty wet, so we don't think it'll be a problem setting up. It's in walls. It's not like it's going to be a floor that we want really smooth. As long as the top of the walls, it fills, stays up there, doesn't sink, and we just level it. Basically, it's not even really that smooth. It's going to have some pits in it, but it's going to be covered up by a sill plate piece of 2x8. So I'm going to start putting the anchor bolts in. As you saw, I did do some of them. I'm going to finish up what I can, and that way when he gets back, we'll just have about half of what we did the first time, so it shouldn't take long. We should be done, and no blowouts, no walls bending or doing anything funky. So we look pretty good so far. So just wanted to show you that, and then maybe tonight I'll show you the finished product. All right. Day after the concrete goes in 9:30 in the morning, we are taking a much deserved bike ride. One of our favorite rides up and around Thane, Wyoming. Just nice views of the mountains up there in Bedford. So that's what we're gonna do. But I'm gonna take you over to the house and show you the walls right now. All right, we're up at the house, and as you can see, concrete is in. These threaded rods here are J-bolts, and they go down, I think 6 inches is what the height was on these. And as the concrete was still wet, that's what I was hammering in. I don't know if you noticed on the video. And then just this part sticks out. 2x8 by 8 will go on here. I'll drill holes in. It'll slip over all these, and those go all the way around the house. And then it'll get a washer and a nut put on, and that will officially hold the wood framing to the foundation, which is all rebarred and reinforced into our footings that we poured last year. And so this house isn't going to go anywhere. So that'll be the next step, and I think we're going to do that on Sunday. Today's Tuesday. Like I said, we're going for a bike ride. We're going to take it easy a little today. We're doing some window planning, where all the windows will go, things like that. So no real physical stuff. And we'll probably take these down. We could take these down probably this afternoon. These aren't moving, these walls. So we could do that this afternoon, might do that. But we both work the next 3, and I work actually 4 days this week. So that's where we're at. But everything looks good. And you don't have to get this smooth like a sidewalk or a concrete pad, because this is all going to be covered up, just as long as it's level. As you can see, my level, the bubble is right
in there, so we are good. Nice and level to start out with our wood framing. So that's where we're at. Next video, wood framing.